Yo, what's up? This is Mo Goodie, and you're watching JackThriller.com.
If you're trying to find a website where it's going down all night, motherfucker, Jack Thriller. Thriller. Jack Thriller. Thriller. Motherfucking Jack Thriller. Thriller. Nigga Jack Thriller. Thriller.com.
Today it's going down in a major way. We finna go past, present, and right goddamn now and blast right off into the future. You dig? You dig? Yo, T-Mo, it's an honor. It's a pleasure to have you inside this seat. I done had you in many seats before.
You have my brother.
You know, but now it's all about me.
Yes, it is, man.
Yeah, dig.
I appreciate you having me, man. Thank you, man. It's an honor.
You feel that way?
I do.
You feel it? Cause
Man, you hot, man, Jack.
Man, I am. I'm over here sweating right now. I'm over here sweating right now, man. I need to get some paper towel. Yeah. Hey, yo, Brenda, you wouldn't happen to have a paper towel out there, would you? Oh, sure no. Come on, man. You see it right on call.
It's family, man.
Man, the people say I'm spoiled, but I just have to say I'd be needing extra, a little bit more extra than everybody else. Dig, man. So, yo, T-Mo, man, I see Goodie Mob is all the way back together, and y'all on the road, y'all doing y'all thing. You know, all 5 members is in place. Ain't nobody dead.
This is true.
Ain't nobody dead. People from Georgia don't die. Groups from Georgia do not die.
They multiply.
Yeah. Go ahead, bring it on in, Brandon. There we go. Okay, there we go. This some pastor shit. This some down south shit right here. I done preached a lot of sermons today. You did. So yeah. What do you accredit to you guys saying, hey, it's time to get the band back together?
Well,
How did that even start?
I'll be honest with you, man. It came from the newest album that we put out called Survival Kit. Came from the idea from Organized Noise. Was given the opportunity by this company called RPM Music. RPM, that's a distributing company, a digital distributing company that we decided to put our Survival Kit album out on. Well, they came with a nice little situation, you know, for us, a 50-50 split with us. We were like, you know what, we ain't doing nothing right now. Everybody's feeling good still, you know, just living their regular lives or whatever. We just thought it was timing. It was time for it. With the COVID and all that shit going on, man, we felt like, damn, our music is finally having a real relevance in this society. People kind of connecting with Goodie Mob a little more than they did when we first came out. Wow, it's interesting. You know what I mean? And everything started happening. Then we were doing interviews with the Dungeon Family that was coming on Netflix. Then we were getting shows here, shows there. They were kind of beefing up a little bit more. Even pre-COVID, we were loaded, man. That pre-COVID really fucked up a whole lot of people, man. Like a lot of people really hurt a lot of people, and it really hurt us because I can remember the day that NASCAR shut down. We were supposed to be there meeting Richard Petty and Bubba Stewart, man. He was bringing us to the pit. We were coming down to meet with him, talk to him. For all those that don't know who Bubba Stewart is the number 1 black race car driver on Earth, on the planet. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, he was under the tutelage of the legendary Richard Petty, the number 43 STP car driver, red and blue car. All y'all had the car. I had the car when I was a kid. I was a fan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it was such an honor to be able to be in the presence, or even to have that idea that we were going to be there with Richard Petty. I'm excited. And I swear to God, man, COVID hit, bam, that day. They said, you know what? NASCAR just shut down. They're not going to do it. So we didn't go do it. We didn't go meet him. And now he ain't even bagged by Richard Petty no more. Jordan got him. So now he's actually under Jordan. Right now he drives for Jordan.
So the COVID, it's such a tricky phase in life for everyone.
It is.
You either rose to the occasion or you folded, man. Pimmy King, would you attest to that?
Well, you know, sometimes, you know, when you look at stuff like COVID, you know, those are what I call pivotal moments in history. And, you know, you think about it from the perspective of, you know, how can this happen? I mean, what was the motive? You think about Medicaid, you think about Social Security, you think about disability You think about these are the people that are dying. But at the same time, these are the people that the government have to pay every 30 days. So as these people are dying, they was giving us stimulus checks. So, you know, I'm the type of person, I believe that real game ain't transparent. So I'm looking at the game, man, and I'm just like, wow, you know, what's happening? I said, these people are intentionally doing something, you know, for all these people to be dying, that's sick, and that's got disabilities, Social Security, got you know, Medicaid, so on and so forth. People that got pre-existing conditions, they dying.
Yep.
But at the same time, they giving us money. But you know, out of the worst situation, the great survive means the goods, and that's what happened. The great minds, you know, they reached the highest heights by reaching the lowest of depths. So as we went down in the worst case scenario in society where everybody was out of work, then that's when people got more creative. You start seeing people becoming content creators. You see people start, you know, bringing that old music out. You see people start figuring out ways to monetize, because now the thing that we all have, nurture versus nature, you know what I'm saying? I mean, now nature, you know, it became, you know, first law of nature is what? Self-survival. First law of nature. So I think it became the first law of nature is self-preservation. So I think that's what that was, self-preservation. But coupled with all the other things that I said, I didn't want to not say one thing without showing the negative side about, you know, how I believe that certain things is perpetrated on the people. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, it's just, I mean, it's ain't it ironic that all the old people died, all the sick people died, and this is the people that gets the money from the government?
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy? I mean, just think about it.
Damn, I never thought about it like
I
that.
never thought about
He
that.
just fucked me up just now.
But then how did they appease us? They gave us $1,200. They gave everybody $1,200, and that's the diversion tactic. So now we're being diverted to think about, oh, okay, well, the government can't be involved. They're giving us money, they support us, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Think of all the older people, 1 million people died. Think of all the 1 million people that died. They don't never have to pay that money. That money 1 million times, say, if they get $1,000 a month, that's $1 billion a month they don't have to pay for the rest of our lives.
Oh, King, I don't know if you knew this or not, but I hear when the people were dying from COVID, that they were getting 30 bands per person.
Yeah, the hospitals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's some serious mathematics right there, man.
Yeah, 30 times $1 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's 30,000 times $1 million.
30,000.
That's like 300
Some
billion.
numbers, yeah, some numbers. Yeah, big numbers. A lot of zeros.
That's what happens when you get Goodie Mob and Pimpin' King in the building.
Nigga, y'all just fucked my whole head up.
We're
Right
old
there.
school, baby.
God damn.
I just like to acquire information, like to have knowledge, man, just so I know how to move, man. You know what I mean? You don't know what's going on, then you ain't gonna move the right way. And then, hey, that's when you get caught up, man.
Well, let me ask you this question. When he just said the first law of survival in nature.
First law of nature is self-preservation.
Self-preservation. Some people would say that was selfish. You have a project. The last project was called Survival Kit.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people say that if you just only thinking about yourself, then something's wrong with you. Can you elaborate that on both of those and put them together and tell how they differ? Self-preservation, survival kit.
Well, I definitely can connect a lot with the self-preservation thing, because I understand that if I'm not right, then it's going to be hard for me to be inspiring and motivating to others. You know what I mean? If I'm not in my right state mentally. And for me to make sure that I'm right, meaning that the self-preservation part, meaning that I'm catering to my personal needs. You know what I'm saying? I'm making sure that T-Mo good on all ends. When T-Mo good on all ends, and I can come in here and I can be myself on the interview and feel good, you know, be astute. Whatever I need to do, I can take care of that. But if T-Mo ain't right, something on my mind, then I ain't gonna want to come in here and do nothing. You know what I mean? So self-preservation is definitely a very, very important factor in everybody's life, man. You gotta be right. Like I say, my wife, she remind me of it all the time. That's her big thing. Self-preservation. That's her thing. I don't even really think of it like that. I just do it. I never think about terms and all that stuff. I just do it. I just do life. I don't think about it. I don't talk about it. You know, so I'm from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I ain't from other places. You know, I don't talk about it. I'm just messing with it.
I'm so ATL.
Jack, it's crazy. I was listening to you, right? And a friend of mine went on safari, right? And he was in Africa. And the guide was, showing him around. Then it got dark. He said, man, I'm ready to go home, man. He said, man, these lions and these tigers, they about to eat up stuff. And the safari told him, the guy said, listen, you have nothing to worry about. He said, they only eat when they're hungry. They're not like us humans. He said, they're not like humans. They only eat when they're hungry. He said, right now they ate, they cool. This is the best time to be out. Animals is instinct. Humans, we are reasoning. And a lot of times when we reason, our adults are our own reasoning. Give you an example, because I want to lose your audience. Like, for example,
No, they into this.
So if you was a deer, right, and I aimed a pistol at you, you're not going to run because you don't have the ability to reason. If he was a tiger and I put a steak in a cage and I said, here, Mr. Tiger, go get that steak, he's gonna go get it every time. But we as human beings, we have the ability to reason, and that's where our survival tactics come in at. We able to reason, we able to assess the situation, we able to use logical deduction. See what I'm saying? So that's where it's more coming from. It's coming from your ability to think, because the thought was the cause of it all. Before you even was born, your mama looked at your dad and said, He looked at you like, and next thing you know, they had sex. They didn't just have you. The sex was in the mouth. Jack is so funny. I can't ever see it. He makes me laugh, people. I'm sorry. This is my man. He can look at you. He's looking at you like, what you
Man, my mama just told me she was dating again. You just brought that shit back up, and she's 6 to 8. It's too much. She was a nigga my age. I'm sorry, that's not what we're talking about. Go ahead.
No, but so the survival thing come where, like, jealousy, all those things come from your reasoning faculties.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? We got senses, taste, smell, we got 5 senses, and all that comes in survival. So give you a primary case of survival. If you didn't drink in 2 days, you'll be dehydrated. You could die, right? So if I put a cup of water on this table, Jack, everybody in this room, what we gonna do? We gonna all die for that water.
No, I was gonna ask who it was first.
Huh?
I was gonna ask who it was first, because I don't be drinking after everybody.
No.
You talking about at our thirsty?
If it was only one glass
Gotcha.
of water and we haven't drunk in 2 days,
Yeah.
we're all going to go for that water.
Understood.
Because of self-preservation.
Got it.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ability to preserve yourself.
Got it. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it could get real different in this motherfucker, because we all friends now. But let that be in the glass of water.
Self-survival.
Got it.
Self-preservation is the first law of nature. That's the first law of nature, they say. It's self-preservation.
Got it.
Now, if an animal haven't eaten, he's gonna kill something. But if he eat, they survive off instincts. We're reasoning. We're actual thinking people.
Show enough. T-Mo.
Did that answer your question?
You definitely answered my question.
Okay.
But let me ask you this, though. What do I need in my survival kit?
In your survival kit, well, definitely the water he was talking about is definitely very important. you need to have your water. I need to have my phone. Like we got your phone. You can't survive without this no more.
Just found out.
You used to think you could
Lose that motherfucker for a couple of days.
Motherfucker, leave it at home, come out here. You be thinking the whole time, damn, who calling me? You ain't gonna be comfortable.
It's equivalent to an ass whooping for children.
It is.
It really hurt.
If I take my cell phone,
what happens?
That nigga, boy, are you ready to fight me? That's his swing.
Yeah, he's scared of you too. Yeah, he's scared of you already. Yes, but if you take the phone away, you didn't cross that field line.
Oh yeah, I know it.
Yeah,
I know it.
Yeah,
because I might do it tonight.
Wow. It's one of the moments in the house.
Parenting.
Get your phone.
Discipline. It's about manning up. I'm trying to teach my son right now, and I hope men out there are teaching their sons the same thing right now. How to become a man is bigger than the physical part. It's about being the responsible part, being wise, educating yourself, cleaning up after yourself, organizing. All of that is about being a man. And I was teaching my son yesterday about it, and man, he walked off on me.
No, he didn't.
Man, let me just say, he hit me so deep, man. I almost was looking at him like somebody off the street, man. He really got me that upset, and I had to catch myself. I said, "Ooh, man, I really almost went in on you for real, like on some real old school type shit." But I caught myself and I thought about it, and I said, "You know what, man? I love you so much that I ain't gonna do that. But what I'm gonna do, take away everything from you. I want you to sit in here and really think about what you doing to yourself, man." I ain't gonna get into detail about what all I was talking to him about, because that's his personal and our personal business. But overall, it's important, man, that fathers out here step up, man, and be a big role model in their kids' life if they in their kids' life. If you don't have no kids, or if the kids don't have a father, I pray for them. Like I pray for young Dolph, man. His family, man, by that man being taken at an untimely time in his life, man, and it just hurts, man, to know that his kids gonna have to be. I saw the pictures on the internet, to know that his kids gonna be without their father. And, it was very loving to see him, daughter on his neck. It just hurt to see. Wow. Well, I don't know the circumstance. I don't know the situation. I had nothing to do with it. Don't know nothing about it. But I just know I can connect with it because I'm a father. And I see now it's going to be an absence of a father in a son's life, in a little boy's life at a very young age. Now this kid ain't going to have his loving dad in his life. You know what I mean? So was it worth it? I look back, I say, damn, was it worth it, man, for y'all to hit that man and do that to that man? You know what I mean? It's just, no matter what, man. I understand the importance of money. People need money, and I get it, man. I get it. But at the same time, man, that money gets spent up, man. Then what? You gonna have to kill somebody else? It hurts, bro. I'm hurting inside right now for my community. I'm hurting for my people. I'm just hurt right now, bro.
It's a lot. Hey, it is funny that you talk, because I don't have children. And I was having a conversation on 85 South the other night with my good brother Carlos about, like, he was saying that I was selfish, because I didn't want to leave a little Jack Thriller on Earth and shit. I just felt like I didn't want, where we are right now with COVID and just all the different diseases, and then you have all these people these young mothers and fathers that are around and whatnot that don't understand the concept and to have the foundation that my parents had raising me. They're not rearing them right. This, by my standards, I would be terrified to have a younger version of myself, offspring out there with these people and whatnot. And I don't. That scares the fuck out of me.
Me too.
And it ain't I don't have a kid, and I'm scared from my kid I ain't got. And so I just said, man, I think that, at 39 years old, maybe it's something that I should go ahead and miss out on. And he thought I was bullshit. He thought that I was full of shit and I was wrong and I'm out of line. And some more, he was like that. He was upset with me about it. And there was a couple of more people on set too, like, oh, the motherfucker, this is my life.
Okay.
This motherfucker like,
okay, talking about you, talking about me.
You talking about me? Because, hey, man, if anything happens I would lose my mind over that. And I already see, like, just hearing your story right there, and then seeing my brother, he raises 3 kids, and my sisters and their sons and stuff like that. It's a lot.
It is.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
And am I? It's self-preservation for me, because I just felt like this is good for me and whatnot, and this is my survival kit, but just not even entertaining the idea of having a child. Am I wrong?
No. Right now, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If right now, if I ain't have no kids, I'd be the same way. I wouldn't do it. When I had my kids, I just felt like I was at a time in my life where I had the money I needed to take care of them. I had the things I needed to give them a good life. And I felt like, you know what, it's a good time. And then I was thinking, damn, if something happened to me, shit, I guess the government is gonna get my shit. You know what I mean? Who gonna get, what I got left? You know, it just felt weird, and I just wanted to be able to leave a legacy here on Earth some kind of way.
I got 9 of them.
Thank you. Wow.
I thought I knew you, bro. I just realized I don't fucking know you at all. You have 9 children.
You met some of them.
Some of them. Jesus. How old was your youngest kid? That's how many kids he got.
Cause she don't like nobody telling her age, but she up there.
How do you feel about my position on my survival technique?
Well, you know, my perspective is like, you know, I grew up with my father, right? So my father did a lot of fun things with me. You know, he raised me. He taught me to shoot pool. Taught me how to shoot dice. Taught me all the weird stuff that most fathers don't teach. So I was eager.
Say weird.
I was eager to experience that on my side, right? So my children, my sons in particular, you know, when I look at them, I named them all after me. Every one of my kids, even my grandbaby named Ken Ivy. All of us named Ken Ivy.
You pulled the George Foreman.
No,
You did that.
But
That's how you make sure it's yours.
Jack,
Name them Ken then.
Jack,
Name them Ken then, bitch.
Jack,
Look here.
Jack, this is what I was thinking, right?
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I said I got at 31, I had the legacy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I said I don't have the dynasty. See, the first part of our life is legacy, our accomplishments or whatever. But the dynasty is your Rockefellers, your Gellers, your DuPonts, your Carnegies, your Kennedys, your Bush. So I wanted to create a dynasty that makes sure that my prodigy, my personal experience goes on into the future. And so by leaving that dynasty to my children, and of course, my son, a little kid, he's in Netflix All-American season 3, All-American on Netflix. And my other son, he's an artist. So, I'm passing on to them, to my grandson, the same thing that I had, but we just doing it for the money now, for the generational wealth, to make sure that they secure. That's why I'm in all these different businesses, to make sure that, they're like when I write my books, that's legacy, right? So if I write a book, that's legacy. But the book could go on, and the book could be here. The Bible's the oldest book. Everybody knows that books don't have no shelf life, but that just be a book. But who's gonna be there to represent that brand? Where's the next Kennedy on my end? Where's the next Bush on my end? Where's the next Trump on my end? So when I look at it like that, when I'm producing children, I look like I see it as I'm producing 50% of me, because the mama's 50% too, right? So it's half and half. So, but we're producing our dynasty, and that's what it is. I look at it as an Ivy dynasty. I'm pretty sure he looked at it as a dynasty, and those children will grow up to be presidents, lawyers, and so on and so forth. And that's how your name carry on. Now, we hate to say that Jack Thriller was here, and that was the end of his story. Period. I see it's .com. We don't want to be that. We want to be a .com.
You want me to come in front of people? Come inside.
Yeah, come inside of it and have a child. But yeah, man, I know you probably say, how you got so many different kids? I got a lot of baby mamas too. So
I put that together by myself.
One woman, they produced 9 kids. So I have a lot.
Because you was looking out for them, like, hey, listen, I don't want you to hurt your body no more than you are. So I'm going to have the next one. I thought you were looking out. You were looking out for.
I'll look it out.
Yeah, because you didn't want, because it's too much wear and tear on a woman anyway. They're pregnant. I see what you did. That's not selfish.
I want that super thing.
Yeah, 100%.
I had to spread the love.
That's where you're coming from. But one thing that I noticed that both of you all just said just now, I wanted to have kids to leave my legacy. But what I'm thinking about that both of y'all left a void on, for me, and this my choice of the vessel to bring these people inside of this world.
You have a problem.
And I got a problem with it. It is hard to find a wife, or just a wife, but man, to get somebody, a woman that got it together enough to trust as a steward of your offspring. man, that's kind of scary in its own thing too. And because you meet people a certain type of way, but circumstances in life, they change situations too.
But you know, you got to find somebody to match your rhythm. So what I mean by that, Jack, is say, for instance, if you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and you say, baby, I got an idea, and she turn over on you, she don't match your rhythm. You know what I'm saying? If you tell her, say, baby, let's mortgage the house because I got a great idea, I got this invention, and she turned her back on you, she said, no, we're not mortgaging the house, she don't match your rhythm. You know, you got to give her a Chinese name, one gone. You know, you tell her get on like she been shit on. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, mother had a motherfucker, because that's what she's saying to you, is motherfuck you. You see what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that whoever you deal with, that these people are on your level. The Bible say be equally yoked. That's what they talking about. When they say equally yoked, that's what they mean. Equally yoked. That means having somebody that meets your perspective, that believes in Jack Thriller. You know, if not, then it's gonna be difficult for y'all. Because you know when you meet people, you meet their representative. It's not the real person. You meet somebody that they got the makeup on, the eyelashes, they got the the tight jeans on. Then you go home, you see the stretch marks, you see, that
It get weird.
Yeah, they not as
It
pretty
get weird.
as they was.
Who are you?
Yeah, so that's one thing that I can say, as a guy that didn't deal with numerous of women in my day, when I used to deal with women, that match my rhythm, So a lot of people say, get the girls that you like. I said, no, I got the girls that like me. That's it.
I caught it. I just caught it. You want to add on to that, T-Mo?
Man, he is totally correct, brother. I definitely have dated my share of women in my lifetime, and the one that wanted me the most won me. That's the truth.
Yeah. Get the one that like you.
But see, you guys have been popular for a long time.
True.
And when you are popular, people be a certain type of way, and it shit get very unreal. The more real you get, the more unreal it's gonna get.
Yeah. I was thinking about
being responsible. I try to be responsible, man. I look at life like I wanted when I was young, I wanted to experience certain things. It was certain things in my mind as a young man I was interested in, and women were showing up. It always been my kryptonite. That's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? And, I can say I was forced into a thought process to get married because I didn't want to get married at first. I didn't. I wanted to have kids, but I didn't want to get married. I just wanted to have some kids with a woman, and that we raise a kid. I pray for the kid. We'd be cool, but I'm going about my business. I never really wanted to be locked down into a marriage type thing. And I started dating different women, man, that having experiences where dudes was kicking in doors, while I was there, real crazy stuff, kicking in doors, beating up the girl.
In front of you.
Oh yeah, right there in front of me, man. But it had me in a mindset like this.
I haven't lived life.
You got me in a position where I could be killed, and I've been real transparent and honest with you, with her, with the woman. You know what I mean? So that being said, it just put the mindset in me that I can't trust nobody right now. I gotta find, like Pepper King say, I had to find somebody that wanted me to work, but at the same time, our energies matched. And then at the same time, the best way to tell what type of relationship you gonna have with a woman is through time. If you just meet a woman today, I don't know how much game you got. You ain't got her. Not there you don't.
Because your present choice determine your future happiness. You get in life what you inspect, not what you expect.
There you go.
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times when you're dealing with a woman, you got to make sure that when you make that decision, that you got to know that present choice is going to determine your future happiness. So, you know what I mean? Be careful.
Be careful.
Because if you're not careful, you know what I'm saying, you get in life what you inspect, not what you expect.
You reap what you sow.
Wow. Okay. So over time.
Yeah, over time.
You have to vet it and whatnot. The survival kid and dating. for the young people out there that got these new situations. We used to call it courting.
Yeah.
What advice would y'all give them?
Courtship is so important, y'all. You know what I mean? I understand how this generation is much different than the generation that we were raised in, but at the same time, they still can apply some of the principles that we survived off of in their own lives, and maybe those changes will enhance your experience here while you on Earth and while you going through what you're going through as a young person. Cause believe me, all of us have been young before. It was funny yesterday. I was going to the future party and I went and picked up the invitation from the young man. The young man kept calling me dad, and it was kind of tickling me.
I hate it.
I was like, yeah, dad. I'm saying, yeah, dad. I'm just like thinking, like, wow, you know, this is how young folks think of me. I'm like, dude, the only thing a little different between me and you, I got a couple of these gray hairs, bro. I'm in the gym, I'm grinding, I'm working. I got the same type of energy I had when I was a young guy. You know why? Because I eat right, I exercise, I pray, and I treat my body right. You know what I'm saying? And God just blessed me with a body that can withstand what's going on around me right now. And I'm thankful. I ain't bragging, I ain't boasting. But for these young folks, man, that want to survive, man, with their significant other, just take your time and move slow with it. Cause I got daughters, man, and you come in there with that disrespectful crap around my baby. You know, I'm not gonna threaten you, but I'm gonna tell you, it's not gonna be a nice experience for you, man. Cause I love my babies, and I know everybody out there love their babies and invest time and money and energy into their family and into their children, and they want to see them come out with a great product, you know, as they grow older. You know, and I want to see one day my grandkids on my lap and my baby happy with whoever she decide to be with. You know, so with that being said, pick somebody that matches your energy. Like Pimpin' Ken say, man, that's really important. That's a key factor right there. You want to be around somebody that you can relate to. You know, why I'm gonna be with somebody that's on a whole? I'm talking about real estate. She talking about her nails. You know what I mean? We on two different wavelengths. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about building generational wealth. She thinking about, you know, cosmetics. Not to say that ain't
getting the nails done.
Yeah, not to say that ain't important to women, because of course it is. But I'm just saying sometimes that's appropriate, but sometimes that ain't appropriate. You don't want to hear about that all the time.
I don't ever want to hear about it.
I don't either.
Why are you telling? I didn't tell you about my haircut processes and shit. That I'm about to go get my glass eye clean. I'm gonna look at some new eyes today. And you don't need to know that. You gonna see it when you see me.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I need to get my hair done. Well, go get the motherfucker done. Why the fuck I know what's on your schedule? When was we supposed to go see each other?
Okay.
What the fuck? Can you call me when all your clothes is on?
Yeah.
Can we get to that part now? Why every time I call you, you need some shit? And then I had to recalibrate, and I had to say to myself, why am I talking to women that need shit instead of talking to women that got shit? I had to change who I was and my standard of women.
Mentality, change your reality.
Change my reality. It wasn't them. It was me. I was fucking up. People try to say these women ain't shit. No, I wasn't shit. My train of thought was on a whole nother level. Below sea level, and the shit that you can't see. Sub. There you go.
It take a big man to say what you saying, though. A real man. How many men can be that transparent to say it's me? That's how I live, bro, through finding fault here. Cause once I find the fault here, I know how to maneuver.
Sure enough.
Instead of trying to blame you and blame everybody else, it start right here. Once I change this, everything else gonna change. Like you say, change the mentality, it's gonna change reality.
But to your young audience, before you get the pussy, get the pussyality. You know what I'm saying? Get the pussyality. What that means is get in the mind. Fuck her mentally before you fuck her physically. Because if you fuck her physical, that's gonna be bam, bam, and thank you, ma'am. The best way to a woman is to get in her head first, because if you get the head, the body will follow. And I think that a lot of people used to ask me what was my greatest success was. I always met, the person, you know what I'm saying, before I met the body. You know what I'm saying? I got in the head before I got the bread. You know what I mean? And that's one of the things that was successful. with me. So make sure you understand the pussyality. You know what I mean? Make sure that you understand her from a mental perspective. Like I said, if you change your mentality, you can change your reality. If you change your attitude, you can change your aptitude. A lot of y'all want to control a woman. Y'all want to be the CEO, the chief executive officer, but you the COO, the chief officer of nothing. You see what I'm saying? So get your game tight, you know, step your game up, as Snoop Dogg like to say, you know, and study. You know what I mean? If you would ask me what to study, I say study yourself. And after you study yourself, you would ask me what to study. I say study next. I say study yourself, because self is really the lesson. Sorry for
no, that was amazing. And with that being said, this is to piggyback off what Timo said earlier. Or what does a pimp teach his daughter? What do you tell? How do you teach your daughters?
Okay, what I teach my daughters is
See what I did for y'all just now?
What I teach my daughters first of all, because I have experience in their life, I say don't be easy. You know what I'm saying? Be hard to get. If somebody gonna be with you, make them work for it. You know what I'm saying? Don't give nobody your number. Don't fall for the first thing that you see. You know, when a guy's sweating you and he's trying to come up with you, make him work hard for you, because the longer you delay him to sex, the more he's gonna respect you. You know what I'm saying? So I teach them the art of delay. You know what I mean? Delayed gratifications. So all my daughters understand that. So every man that mess with them, they bow it down to them, because my daughters have the game. They know not to be one of those type of females that go out there, you know, and just sell themselves short. And any woman can use this. If you make me wait for a long time, if you're not easy, then I'm going to be pursuing you until I get you. By that time, you done been and made me pursue you to the point where I respect you. And then once I respect you, then I'm going to treat you right. You know, you can't treat somebody right that you don't respect. So as women, you got to gain that respect by, first of all, being hard to get. That's why I teach my daughters. Simple as that. And all of them beautiful, and they all, you know, they don't have no trouble with dudes. You know, and it's crazy because they like, I know Pimpy Kid, your dad, girl. You know, they got like who your dad? Pimpy Kid. He got to be your dad. You got too much game. You know, and you know that's because you know a woman's most precious possession is her coochie.
Is it?
It's her coochie, yeah, because we all came from one. We can't get here unless we come through a coochie. So everybody come from coochie. That's why all y'all like coochie. Even some women like coochie, because we all come from one. But you know what I mean? If she understands that's her most precious possession, then she's gonna protect it. You know, and don't be hard, don't be easy to get. You know, always use delayed gratification. Because if you wait, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be okay for you.
You want to piggyback off that?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you for the young men out there, as far as the courtship and how you know it, you really want to lock that girl down, and how you when you really know she yours, when you get her laughing.
I got that part.
If you get her laughing,
He can do that.
it's over.
The man, he didn't see a bunch of women I done made laugh.
What she happy,
he didn't really work out for me.
That usually break the monotony, man. Break the feeling of
I see
the
what you're
tension.
saying. I got what
it bring you a relaxed type of mood. And let your hair down, you guard down a little bit more when you laugh.
And give her a flower.
Oh, definitely.
And open the door for her.
Open the door.
I get that all the time. Why you don't open the door for me? Open the door. Simple things like that. Open the door, flowers. You know, write a little small letter. You know, like a little love letter. You know, give her a card. You know, especially if you're in the square world. These things tend to work.
If you hear a woman say, Ken, and both of y'all can piggyback off this for me, I don't really like flowers. What does that mean to you? Y'all ever had that before, or is that just me?
Yeah.
Well, you know, that's her preference.
Yeah.
That's her preference. I mean, some women, you know, like,
But they ain't allergic to them.
I just heard women say, I don't like money. I just want to spend some time with you. You know what I mean? I mean, some women, man, believe it, man, you know, the simplest things in life will bow for jeans, but yet a baby can understand it. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, sometimes, you know, it be the simple things in life that really, you know, pleases people. You know, like me, you know, I had everything. So a lot of times, you know, just a good friendship, you know, just our relationship, Jack, is more valuable to me. If you don't never give me a dime, I just like the way every time you see me, you know, you show me love. You know what I mean? It's never any difference. You know what I'm saying? We always.
I don't want nothing from you. You don't want nothing from me.
We us always 100 with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I got partners that got millions and millions of dollars, and you know, it don't mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't want your money. You know what I'm saying? I just want you because if you gonna give me $1,000 and then you know with my wife, you know, you try to get up on her skirt or you know, I mean, you try to pass her a letter or you you doing funny shit with the phone, then you know what I'm saying? I mean, what good is your $1,000? You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're not loyal, if you're not a real nigga, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so a lot of times, you know, I just appreciate, you know, I mean, you've been around my people before. You know, I've been around your people. You know, we ain't never had no problems with that. You know what I mean? We leave each other with our people, you know. It's never a problem. But some people you can't do that with. So, like I said, some women, you know, it's simple as that, you know, it might not be a flower. It might be just give me a phone call, you know, give me a kiss on the cheek. You know what I'm saying? Tell me you're going to be okay. You know, you know, people just got different preferences.
I can dig it.
That's true.
You piggybacking out that?
Yeah, I can say I have experience. I've heard women say that they really like flowers.
Is that really like
woman, she told me that, she was like, why you gonna spend all that money on them flowers? They gonna be dead in a day or two anyway. Let's just go out to dinner. You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, okay.
I got a question for you. Have a woman, you've been laying in bed with a woman and you want to have sex with her, she tell you, I just want to lay here, yo. Oh.
I don't like it.
I don't like
when
that
it
either,
I like why you know you could have did it at your house. You know that I want to have sex with you.
Okay.
And we finna go through the next, how many hours you normally sleep? Oh, you a whole 8?
I just want
A whole 8 tonight? And you gonna be right here just butt naked and we ain't gonna do nothing now.
That ain't gonna work.
It's kind of weird. Why would you even play like that?
Yeah. Let's have a whole day. Let's have a day where we hold.
Just hold each
But
other.
when it's time to get busy, let me get busy, man.
You wanted to go to Maggiano so bad. I did it at the drop of a dime. I had been a gentleman this whole time.
And now you want to hold.
You want to
lay
do
here.
the fuck?
Yeah, I just want to lay here. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to sit here and talk.
The mentality behind shit like that. Like this is me, man. I'm a very transparent guy, and I'm a gentleman, and so I'd like to get that reciprocated, and I don't think that makes me a bad person for wanting to be wanting some reciprocity for a great time.
Reciprocate.
Yes, yeah, for a nice time. You know, I don't think I'm wrong for saying what's on my mind.
Man, ain't that cold? You talking to, what's the club?
Maggiano,
Maggiano, you took a Red Lobster, you took it to
Blue Crest.
First date?
Yeah, Spondip is my favorite spot. I'll go to, I'm on some Bruno Mars shit.
Hey.
Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. And so you can get some shrimps too.
Hey, Jack, and you take it to the Shell station, and you tell you gotta use the bathroom, you go get you some Magnum condoms, and you have them in your pocket, because you know you finna get some.
I got them in my pocket already. You not even.
As soon as you get in the house, what you say? I just want to hold.
What type of shit is that?
What type of shit is that?
What kind of shit is that?
Man, if you don't bend over, man.
Yeah, come on, touch your toes.
Touch your toes.
Cause there's somebody out there, you doing that shit for they don't do none of the shit I did. There's somebody out there, like you go to the strip club. I be telling my homeboy, because they be like, man, let's go to the strip club. I say, them bitch ain't finna fuck you. And then you finna spend how much over there? And what did you know? It's a nigga out there ain't giving all them strippers Nathaniel.
But that's a trick too. Let's go to the strip club. They go to the strip club, you looking at all the women. Then you go when you leave the strip club, the first thing she say, I seen you looking at them bitches. You said, let's go to the strip club. She was trying to test you. So fella, if a woman tell you she want to go to the strip club and she really your woman, be leery. Because she might be trying to see if you cheating or if you got any type of appetite towards another woman.
Ain't nobody got time for that sucker ass.
That's some sucker shit.
That's some sucker ass
Sucker
shit.
man.
What's up? And I don't know when some of the coldest tricks from the coldest chicks and whatnot. Can y'all expound out where's some game chicks that ran on y'all?
I talked about it in my book, The Art of Human Chess. I said, if your woman, you walk in the house and your woman tell you, honey, I heard it was a lot of traffic on your way back from Walmart. Don't fall for that. If it wasn't no traffic, you'll say, yeah, baby, it was some traffic. Then she know that you was on some bullshit if you talk too long. That's just different tricks because the women are more analytical. Men are impulsive, so women know how to trick us. I mean, fellas, I know y'all gonna get married. A lot of women is a lot smarter than us when it comes to the bullshit. Like we was talking about marriage earlier. Like I tell people, I said women, they grew up playing with dolls. They grew up, playing house, and they thinking about Romeo and Juliet. You know what I'm saying? So she thinks she Princella. That's Princess and Cinderella. Okay. So you know what I'm saying? But she thinks she Princella. So she automatically thinking, I want to get married. I want to have a picket fence and so on and so forth. What we doing? We out there playing stickball. Mm-hmm. We out there playing basketball. We out there kicking rocks. We jumping off trees. We ain't thinking about no marriage. Nope. Then we meet the lady of our dreams, and she think, oh, let's get married. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a beautiful wedding. They want to have a $50,000 wedding. And we're like, man, come on, man. Let's just go to the chapel in Las Vegas and pay $25 to get married. That ain't what they're thinking. They think different, man. Women have way more. They're more analytical than we. They process things different than how we process things. We are stability. They are emotional. I talk about the emotional quotient and the intellectual quotient. Men may have a more intellectual quotient in certain areas, like in mechanics and stuff like that. But when it comes to emotional quotient and talking about actual intelligence, women are more advanced than we are. So that's why I tell guys to marry women, that's younger than you, because that way you can match their rhythm more. Because if a woman is 7 times, Mr. Farrakhan said a woman matures 7 years ahead of a man. If a woman maturing 7 years ahead of you, what that mean? If you're 30, she's 37. You know what I'm saying? If you're 40, she's 47. So she have a 7-year just analytical jump on you. So it's important for men to either be extremely intelligent or marry women that's younger than them, in order to just even have that balance.
My old lady is 48 and I'm 39.
Oh, you in trouble. You're in trouble. Oh, I feel sorry for you, Jack.
Am I here bad?
You might need another eye, man. You might need another eye.
What am I asking for on this?
Well, you know what? If you comfortable, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of times when we marry older women, we're looking for a maternal relationship, a mother figure. You know what I mean? Like some women look for a paternal, a father's figure. You know what I'm saying, in a relationship. So you may be looking for something that you missed with your parent or with your mother. You know what I mean? So you might like that mother relationship. I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm saying that may be subliminally the case with you. You may be looking for a mother. You like an older, but you like somebody to take care of you. You like to be pampered. You like your food cooked. You ain't got time for that bullshit. And older women are pretty much more, willing to do that.
That's what I like.
And so that's probably why you got an older woman. Me, I like a young, fine, fine, want to be on 50 kids side.
That should be annoying as fuck though, man. Them young ass girls, man, it'd be hard for me to.
Crazy.
They nuts, man. They are fucking. I don't want to hear all that old bull. They
the
make
last time before that relationship, when you came to Milwaukee, you had a young girl though.
Yeah, she was 2 years younger than me.
I remember that.
Yes, but she really was goddamn. Okay, if I was 35 then, she's 30. She was 32, 33, and but she acted like she was 25 to me.
Yeah.
To me, and it just really her immaturity. It was just really getting in the way of us progressing and taking things to a whole nother level in this new relationship.
She's from New York, right?
She's from New York.
That's the reason. She from a fast town and she was fast, Yeah. That's probably what it was.
Energy didn't match?
No, it didn't match. It matched until we got married.
Hey, she was beautiful as hell though. She was so fine. The mama should have had triplets.
Jeez.
He had a beautiful wife.
Yeah, that beat me.
And when they was together, they seemed like the perfect couple.
Everybody keeps saying that.
I'm saying this.
Everybody says that.
Man, why y'all get back?
It's just that she abandoned me at a really, low time in my life. Well, it wasn't low for me because I just had some things to figure out, and she wasn't willing to do it with me until I had got back home. And like, hey, my nigga, what the fuck I need you now for? Because I was losing my place at the time, And she was like, "Hey, listen, if you lose this place, then I'm gonna go stay with my grandmama and whatnot. You just call me when you get your shit together." And I was like, if I get my shit together, what the fuck I need you for? I'm about to be goddamn living single like Queen Latifah. I'm cool on that. Did I do the wrong thing?
Well, you know, it go back to what we were saying. She
Yeah.
didn't match your rhythm.
Ah.
Mother had her, motherfucker. You don't need her, let the welfare feed her.
That's deep.
That's deep. That's real deep. Real deep.
But that's not only with women, it's men too. I'm gonna give you. I remember I told you about the eagle.
Yep, the eagle.
I told you the eagle. You know, it flies 9 feet and it soars, and that when the eagle flies, it flies 10,000 above sea level. It's always high, and when the eagle see a pigeon, it automatically leaves because you know he's flying too high. You know, eagle when they make love, they spin in the air. You know, that's why you never see a chicken and the eagle making love because the chicken only jump 5 feet. I ain't got nothing got with this chicken. I just ate something 5 minutes ago. But the problem with the eagle is when the eagle see a weasel, he get down and he beam down on that weasel and he put his claws in him and he hold him and he take him to a safe place. So he go up 10,000 and ascend up in the air. But all the time, the weasel is eating into his chest and eating into his heart. And the problem with the eagle, he don't let, as smart as he is and as brilliant, he's the American bird, he don't let the weasel go. And then he go from 10,000 ascending to 10,000 descending to his death. And that's what's wrong with us. A lot of us, you know, we don't let those weasels in our life go. We hold on to the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? Dead weight. No, dead weight is when you got a 10,000, a 10-pound book pack on your back and you walk around with it for 10 years. And then all of a sudden you let it go. Now you can float like Muhammad and still like a bee because you let rid of that dead weight. We got to get that dead weight out of our life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what you did. You know what I'm saying? Once you got rid of that woman, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that weight was lifted off of you. Because when we was interviewing you at the Party and Bullshit interview, you was telling me some stuff that happened and you was very, very, very upset.
I was very upset.
And you was very
that
depressed.
Time, bro.
Yeah, you was very depressed. And I never aired the interview because it was so depressing. You know, but now when I see you,
thank you.
Yeah,
that did happen.
Yeah,
that definitely happened.
You look rejuvenated. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I can see that you're a better person. You know, unlike that eagle, you let that weasel up out of your life. You know what I mean? Because it didn't match your rhythm. And also, I mean, post-traumatic stress disorder is a real thing. You know, you can be with somebody for 20 years, you don't really love them, you're just used to them. You know what I'm saying? So what goes on in that relationship is that, you know, this person is very toxic and they every time you do something, you know what they say? Nigga, you remember when you did this? Nigga this? Or you like, girl, you remember this? You remember this? And y'all keep reliving the past. And the past will never let y'all last. And that's called post-traumatic stress disorder. That's the same thing that kill make army men, army veterans commit suicide. And we as a people, we go through it all day. We relive the past, and women always arguing, men always arguing about things that happened 2 years ago as though it's happening today. You know, if you cheated 2 years ago, you still with me, then you should have left me. Because, you know, a lot of times people, they leave in the mind. The mind is the first thing to go. When a woman leave you, she left you here first. She can't leave you unless she leave you here first. Don't think, if she told you she was going to her grandmama's house, she already was plotting and thinking about that. She left here first. She just, her grandmama's house was just a byproduct of her thoughts. But she been left you. You know what I'm saying? So that it's just basic wisdom that we got to understand. It's just, they say, get knowledge, and all your knowledge get understanding, all your understanding get wisdom. Because wisdom wise the dumb. That's what it does. It wise the dumb.
It makes a lot of sense right there.
I talk too much, huh?
No, I appreciate that, man. How you feel about that, T-Mo?
That's solid. That's solid, man. I've been through similar situations. I can say that much. You know what I mean? I can say that.
You had that weasel.
I can relate, to that. I can relate to that, man, wholeheartedly, bro. And I can say it's definitely challenging. You know what I mean? I know it's hard, but when you let that weight, like you said, when you took that weight off, did you feel lighter?
Hey, bro, I remember Genuine called me one day, and he was like, hey, because he used to check on me while I was going through my whole divorce situation. And I was like, man, I'm through. I'm finna leave. I'm finna go get the paper to divorce. He said, hey man, don't do that. Dude, trust me, don't do that. You're gonna feel a certain type of way that you don't want to feel, man. I'm telling you, that shit'll kill you, man. I just came out of that because he was getting a divorce. He had already had a divorce and stuff. And so, but all I'm thinking about, nigga, I just went to the concert a couple of days ago. It was like 44 bitches jumping on you at the same time after you sung Pony. I want that for me too.
Okay.
Why would you tell me to stay in some shit that I ain't happy? He said, man, Jack, you don't want to end up like me. I'm inside this 7-bedroom mansion, fucking different bitches all over the world every night.
That's exactly
Singing
what I
Pony.
wanna do.
That's okay. What are you talking about?
Fucking joke or something?
Yeah, he was dead ass serious talking to me.
Man.
Help me make my decision much more easy. I'm like, I'm doing the right thing. I'm out there, bitch.
Okay.
I'm out there, motherfucker, man. You fucking kidding me? Yeah, man. So when I think about that particular time inside of my life, and then, you know, even after things start to get better, and, you know, someone that was a mutual friend of ours came, and she says to me, you know, I had just seen your ex, and she said she wish she would have stayed longer. I said, I didn't need the motherfucker to stay longer. I needed the mother to stay until I died.
Okay.
Until I died.
I don't understand that.
Not when shit get better for you.
So when she say for better and for worse and to death do us part, yeah, when this relationship, when the money go, then I'm apart. So she didn't mean none of the vows.
No.
Yeah.
Nah. But what I credit that to also, it was my fault because I didn't do what I'm doing right now with you all. And that's the interview process. You gotta ask everything and see what people mind and don't, when they have a couple of things wrong that you just ain't part of your rhythm, so to speak, don't let that shit slide. Don't let that shit slide. Man, you have to nip that shit in the bud and say, yep, red flag, not for me. I'm out. And call it a goddamn day. And call it you have to man up. You can't make nobody right for you. You can't train anyone to be right for you.
Okay.
They have to come already ready. And if people ain't ready, it don't make that don't make them a bad person. It's bad for you.
You know, I used to go to my mama's church, right? And you know, it's a lot of sisters would be in there and they would be like walking up to me, you know, and they said, God told you that you my husband, right? I don't even know these girls. They be like, you know, that's what they do in church, right? They're like, God told you.
That's what they do in church.
I'm serious, man. Am I lying? Who can I get a witness?
No, they do that. They do that.
You know what she said? She said, God told you that you was my husband. Right? And it's my mama friend. I looked at her and said, but he ain't told me that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't told me that. You know what I'm saying? What you mean that God told you, man? He ain't told me that.
Okay.
But you know, that's how it be. You know, these people, man, they rush upon destruction. You know, fool know of all things but his own ignorance. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is ignorant. You know what I mean? This is just ignorant for somebody that don't even know nobody to just say, God told you to, you know, you my husband. You know, and I'm looking at this woman like you's a fool. You know what I'm saying? You's a double fool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and if I keep talking to you, people ain't gonna know if I'm a fool. If they see two fools talking, they ain't gonna know a fool is a smart person. They ain't gonna know who the fool. So I said, you know, that ain't what I'm feeling. That ain't my flavor. I said, you know, I don't feel you, sister. You know what I'm saying? But you know, a lot. But so that's in the church, right? That's in the church. I hope I make you laugh. Nah, but that's in the church. But imagine in the club at 2:00 at night when somebody had a whole bunch of drink. You know, I mean, you know, a lot of things happen at 2:00 at night.
My homeboy accidentally went home with a man. It was one of the man girls that, like, he got all the way back to the house at 2:00 in the morning drunk.
They almost canceled a book when we talking about this stuff. I want to talk about the LGB. I love y'all. You know, I don't got nothing against y'all. Let's keep them people.
Hey, no, hey man, kid, look behind you.
Oh yeah, Rainbow.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool with them.
Yeah, cause
I'm cool with them. Look, I fuck with them.
I just got a phone call from my publisher, right? I do book deals, and you know, they literally told me that, hey man, you know, you got to clean some shit up, and so I learned that, man, you know, it's just certain situations
you gotta keep to yourself.
Yeah, I mean, so you know, I don't get into those conversations. I mean, I love you, you're my brother, and I respect your opinion, but you know, I think that's something that I don't want to talk about right now. Cause you know I man, hey man,
You're right.
I don't need nothing counseling.
You're right, 100%. The point I was trying to make is, hey man, don't go home with nobody 2 o'clock in the morning drunk.
Oh,
if you ain't seeing things all the way the right way. That was where I was driving.
But if you're a man and you like man, that's your prerogative.
100%. But I was talking about the guys that don't. The guys that don't. If it be too easy.
Well, I love women, so I will.
If it be too easy, something might be wrong.
I love women. I'm a woman.
Teach his own. Teach his own.
There you go. There you go. Hey man, listen, yo T-Mo, I appreciate you stopping to JackThriller.com, man. This is the first of many interviews many that we didn't already had. We didn't already had. And then plus, what's up, man? You said, I said you gonna fuck with me and Ken on 16 or better?
Oh man, and you know what? I'm gonna let you know right now, I'm doing it for one reason, man. This right here, man.
Big Lim. Big Lim.
Introduced me to this, we actually had a mutual friend, man, that kept us connected. Jack, man, I always gave back, man, to Mo Goodie. I always gave back to Jack. They number love, man, the entire relationship, because we stand up men, man. And it's just an example of where I want to see our community be. So that's why I live it, man. I don't just talk it.
100%.
Shout out to the whole Goodie Mob, man.
Shout out Big Gip, Cujo, CeeLo. Hey, look, we're going to be in Albany this weekend. I don't know if it's...
I was born there.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on out. We turn it up.
Man, when?
On Saturday, on the 20th.
This Saturday?
This Saturday.
I should come, man. I need to
go.
invite my mama and shit.
Go.
Let's go then.
Man, y'all bring some
We
fried
going already?
turkey. Come on, let's do it.
Man, we're going to see my mama this Saturday,
You
man.
gonna take us?
Yep.
Then me and take us.
There it is.
Hey, also I want to invite you to the Hip Hop Fraternity. That's the new organization we got. Is at thehiphopfraternity.com. And we want you, the rest of Goodie Mob already, they already support us.
Okay.
CeeLo, he's on the website. Gip on there. Everybody else from the Goodie Mob is up. We just need to get you, Cujo, all of them on there.
I'm in.
So we need to get you on there.
Let's do it.
You already gave a shot, so
Okay.
and basically we bring the kids together. We teach them about cryptology. We teach them about blockchain. We teach them about NFT and we teach them about NFC communication, near
That's
field
right
communication.
on time.
And he's the director of comedy and director of community.
Common sense.
Common sense. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you see him
Common
on
sense.
Director of Common Sense.
Comedy
Comedy Sense.
Yeah,
There you go. Well,
So, man, we would love to have you, brother.
Love to be
I mean,
honored.
it's a black think tank. Black folks come together for a common cause. We're an umbrella.
We need each other.
We got each other.
My brother.
Our culture, our cause.
I bring my son, but it's perfect for him. He been talking. He just
Oh, yeah,
bought
he
up
can
his
perform
first
for free,
NFT
too.
yesterday.
He can perform free too.
He a rapper dude, but he really trying to get into like
Cryptology,
NFTs and
NFC.
stocks and cryptocurrency.
That's what we do. We got hip hop stocks and all that.
He a 12th grader.
Yeah, we that's what we do. We speak about that. Then we got people that speak on those things, but I don't know if he can get in the club at 12.
Nah, he gonna be getting the club.
we're going to FaceTime.
No, he in the 12th grade. He 18. He'll be there. He'll be ready in a minute.
Mm-hmm. It'll still be going on there. Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
And like I always say, you just can't say you're really something you gotta be, man. We out of here, man. Mo Goodie, come on now. Pimp Ken, come on now. Hey, next time on JackThriller.com. Hey, don't kiss them hoes in the mouth unless you got to. Y'all go to commercial. Pow.
About to go Jack Thriller on these niggas. All I need's a fucking red jacket with some zippers.
Hey, yo, what's up? This your boy 50 Cent, right? A motherfucking nigga Jack Thriller coming to a city near you.